You think you're exhausted because of your kids, but they are not the reason, and I can prove it. Here's what I mean. Somewhere in your day, there's a moment, maybe you're hiding in your bathroom for 3 minutes of quiet, maybe you're reading to your kid and catching yourself skipping lines or making up words because your eyes won't stay open. That was me. Maybe it's only 10 a.m. and you're already doing the math on how many hours there are until bedtime. And underneath it, the almost subconscious thought that this is just what it's like to have kids. I'm going to be honest with you, that is not my day. I've got 3 little ones. I homeschool, I live off grid, and my husband works away for weeks at a time. So a lot of the time it's just me. And I'm not counting down to bedtime. I've got steady energy from morning till night, not because I'm built different and not because it's easy out here. It's definitely not. It's because years ago, before I ever had kids, I was that exhausted. I was in my early 20s. I got migraines almost every week. I'd have to turn down plans because I had a migraine. And every day I would, collapse the second I got home. So when someone tells me they're wiped out because of their kids, I know that's really not it, because I felt exactly like that with no kids at all. And being this tired is definitely common, but it is not normal, and it's not your kids. It is a problem, and it can be solved. So in this video, I'll tell you the real reason you're so tired, then I'll show you the exact method that I used to climb out of it, and one embarrassingly small thing you can start today. Every day you spend running on empty is a day you're only half there for your kids. And they don't need a perfect mom. They need a present one. That's actually what's on the table right here. I'm Erica, and on this channel, I help exhausted moms get their energy back with small, sustainable habits. So no extreme diets or complicated routines are required. If that's what you've been looking for, make sure you subscribe. Okay, let's talk about why you're really so tired. Here's the thing. You are not tired because you don't know what to do. Think about it. If I asked you right now to list the things that would give you more energy, you could probably rattle them off in your sleep, right? Eat better, move my body, sleep, get off my phone, drink more water, right? You've heard it 100,000 times. I was the exact same. For years, I knew every single thing I should be doing. I had all the knowledge and I was still exhausted. Same migraines I told you about, still wiped by the afternoon. Oh, I got the mosquito. And what was I saying? I knew better, but I wasn't feeling better for it. So it was never that I didn't know. And it's not that you don't know either. The problem was how I was going about it. I'd get a burst of motivation and try to fix everything at once. Overhaul my diet, start some intense workout routine, all of it. And then I'd crash shortly after. Right back where I started, but now feeling like a failure on top of being tired, right? I hope that doesn't sound familiar, but it might. The approach failed you. Nobody ever actually showed you the method that will work. And once I figured out that method, the very first change I made was so small, like ridiculously small, but it's the reason that everything else finally clicked for me. The smaller the change, the more likely it is to actually last, which is the complete opposite of what most of us try. So here's the change. I knew I needed to drink more water. You know, the whole 8 glasses a day thing everyone tells you, and I knew it had to do with my migraines too. And I'd try. Start strong, have a couple cups in the morning, kind of forget by lunch, and then by dinner, I'd given up completely. For years, I tried that, and I failed. So one day, I just shrank it. Shrunk it? You know what I mean. Instead of 8 glasses, my only goal was 1 glass of water when I woke up. Just one. And it felt a little silly because it seemed too small to even do anything for me. But here's what I didn't expect. That 1 glass in the morning, because it was so easy, I actually did it every day. And then it kind of pulled the rest of the day up with it. I started thinking about water more, drinking more without even trying. And I've kept that 1 glass habit going for years now because it never asked much of me in the first place. So that's the whole method right there. Not one big heroic change that you white knuckle for a week, but taking one embarrassingly small thing, so easy that you can't talk yourself out of it, and do that every single day until it's just part of who you are. Because a small thing that you actually do beats a perfect plan that you end up quitting, right? The mom who drinks 1 glass of water every morning for a year is miles ahead of the mom on her 4th failed overhaul. So it's not about doing more. It's about doing something so small that it actually sticks and then letting it grow on its own. My students tell me this is the part that finally breaks the cycle for them, the permission to start much smaller than feels reasonable. And honestly, this is exactly why I put together my 3-day energy reset challenge. It's 3 days, 1 short video, and 1 tiny task each day, nothing overwhelming. And by the end, you actually feel the difference that a couple of small things can make for you. Now, it doesn't make a whole new you, it just nudged your energy in the right direction. So you know it's real. So the link for that is in the description, so you can start there. So now I'd love to tell you that small is the same as easy, but that wouldn't be honest with you. So let me tell you the part most people leave out. Small does not mean effortless. And if someone told you this would be effortless, they lied to you. My husband said something to our 6-year-old a few weeks ago that I keep thinking about. He asked, "Do you want an easy life or a hard life?" Obviously, she said easy life. Who wouldn't say that? But his point was, and he taught her this, the people who end up with an easier life are usually the ones who were willing to do the hard thing first, right? And the ones who take the easy road in the moment tend to end up with a harder life overall. Now, when I first heard that, my brain went straight to intense, like hard means push harder, do more, suffer, right? But that's not it at all, especially not for us. Here's the actual hard thing. It's not necessarily doing the intense workout. It's doing the 5-minute one on the day you're wrecked and you can't see the point yet. It's drinking that glass of water on day 9 when nothing feels very different. The hard part isn't the size of the thing. It's showing up for something small over and over before you get to see it pay off. And that's genuinely harder than overhauling your life for a week. Because a week of going all in on something, that's easy. Like, it's exciting, it's motivating, it's new, and then it's over, right? Showing up small every day when it's boring and nobody's there clapping for you, right? That's what takes real grit. So yeah, I'm going to be straight with you. This asks something of you. It takes effort to change your reality. But that effort is the difference between dragging yourself through every minute of the day and actually enjoying most of your day. When you frame it like that, the small thing is so worth it. And it is small and simple. You're doing one thing consistently on purpose. And another thing is I started looking at a bunch of things I just accepted as the reason I'm tired, and I realized I'd been lied to about some of them. A lot of what drains moms isn't the kids at all. It's the pressure to do everything in parenting the right way. And you're allowed to question that. So I'll be honest, I haven't really been the exhausted with little kids mom because I did this work before I had them. I came into it with energy in the tank, so to speak. But there was one stretch I remember being genuinely wrecked, and that was the first week with my first baby. And looking back, a lot of that first week fog wasn't just having a newborn and not sleeping. It was me trying to do everything the right way, the way I'd read about, the way I'd seen it done on YouTube or people had told me. I was fighting my own instincts to follow what other people said. Once I let that go and just did what actually worked for us, which was co-sleeping, nursing through the night instead of clock watching, not forcing my days around a nap schedule, it got so much easier. Now, I'm not here to tell you how to parent. Every family's different and you know yours. But for me, the exhausting part was almost never the thing itself. It was the pressure to do it a certain way and to do it perfectly. So the question worth considering is this: what have you just accepted as the way it has to be, right? That you've never actually questioned. Because sometimes the small change isn't adding a new habit. It's dropping a rule that was subtly draining you the whole time. So let's bring this all together with the truth I want you to leave with. It is completely possible, I hope you believe that now, to have real energy with kids. Not by becoming a different person or overhauling everything, but by picking one embarrassingly small thing and actually doing it over and over until it's just part of who you are. And then you pick the next one and do the same thing. If you feel behind or like it's too late or like you're too far gone, you are not. I was exhausted. I had weekly migraines and I convinced myself that this was just my life. And so I'm proof that that can change. If I can have steady energy, living off grid, homeschooling 3 kids with my husband gone half the time, you can absolutely do that too, wherever you're starting from. So start with a 3-day energy reset challenge in the description. It's one small task a day, and by the end, you'll feel that little shift. Proof in your own body that this actually works. And if it's your experience that you're still exhausted after having a full night's sleep, there are reasons for that that most people don't consider. So I break that down in this video right here, so you can go watch that next.